Alert to the United Nations, don't mess with Texas. On Election Day, a UN-backed group will be monitoring polling stations across the country, and the Texas Attorney General warning that if the monitors overstep Texas law at the polls, he's going to arrest them. And it's not just Texas. Florida Congressman Connie Mack now calling to cut U.S. funds to the UN over this issue. And Mack, you agree with him?
Yeah, I agree with him. Look, we don't need the UN in here. We have the Federal Election Commission and state watchdogs as well. By the way, the UN has no jurisdiction anywhere over U.S. elections. To quote Steve Forbes, you know the New York City rubber rooms for teachers? They're like the rubber room for, miscreant bureaucrats. They're like the General Motors of bureaucracies.
Right.
They never cared about U.S. taxpayers. They get about nearly $8 billion from us, and there's rampant fraud and abuse throughout the
Rick,
system.
isn't there something wrong with the UN coming and monitoring our elections?
Well, if there is, how come nobody's been complaining about it? Because this same organization's been doing it since 2002. It does raise the question, what are these guys so worried about somebody seeing? Look, there are organizations out there. You may disagree with these organizations, but they are very concerned about voter suppression this year. They want somebody there to keep an eye on it. How come nobody was complaining all these years?
What a lot of them are concerned about, frankly, is the fact that Obama might lose the next election because they're in the bag for Obama. I mean, it's that simple, isn't it?
Yes, it is, David, and the hypocrisy here stinks of high heaven. I mean, in 2008, when you had members of the new Black Panther Party wielding nightsticks trying to intimidate white voters, the investigation into that was stonewalled by Obama's Attorney General Eric Holder. Yeah. I don't remember them looking for the UN then. I mean, my God, what are we doing? Turning over our voter security to Ahmadinejad?
And Morgan, the fact is the ACLU and the NAACP, and they're completely nonpartisan, right? They don't have a horse in this race, do they?
I actually don't think this is such a big deal, and I'll tell you why. We're looking at polls. We're looking at such a close election. Maybe it doesn't hurt to have another set of eyes putting a report out there. I mean, we don't want to see a reprise of 2000.
All right.
But that being said, I don't think we should be cutting funds from the UN. $7.7 billion a year is a pittance compared to what we spend
Steve, another
elsewhere.
set of eyes that are so partisan as these?
Yeah, David, how about going to Virginia, where 200,000 fraudulent absentee ballots were cast in 2008? How about Milwaukee, where the adult population was exceeded by those who voted in precincts in 2000? So there's a lot of fraud out there, but they're not looking for fraud. They're trying to embarrass Republicans. And by the way, politically, bad for Obama to have the UN involved.